What is up the world? Maxi here from Kendamas. In this video, I'm going to be introducing you to Kendama. We're going to be talking about safe play techniques, how to actually hold your Kendama, some tricks to start with, and a bit about what goes on in Kendama and how it wears and how to modify it to your personal taste. So as you receive the seed Kendama, it comes in this beautiful drawstring bag that you can use to store your Kendama to keep it safe from any sharp objects in your carry bags. Inside the bag we got this thank you card. It leads you to a QR code to take you to a bunch of useful links and tips and tools like this video. Taking the Kendama out of the bubble wrap. And inside we've also got an extra string pack that also has a stringing tool which helps you string the Kendama, and an extra ball bearing. Make sure you keep this in case your string ever snaps or if you ever want to change your string length. I'm going to keep mine in this bag. I know this video is long and you might be eager to play Kendama, so just jump ahead to any of the timestamps to find some information that's more relevant to what you need to know right now. I do recommend you watch this entire video, but at least check out the safe play techniques. So to start off, give the ball a good hard tug off the spike. It's on pretty tight. And looking at it now, we've got this one, the big cup, a small cup on the other side, and this is called the bottom cup. And the string should always be on the inside. I'm right-handed, so the string is on the left side. If I was left-handed, I'd have the string strung on the right side. If you do want to change the string, the cups are just pressure fitted on, so give them a good pull. Should come off quite easy. And inside here you got a little hole for a knot, and all you have to do is take this knot out, undo it, and pull it out from these cups. Just looking at the cups now, this is the big cup, and up here is the small cup, and you see the string is coming out on the left side, and that's for my right hand, and it'll be on the right side for my left hand. So you'll just string it through the relevant hole, pull the string nice and tight as you reinsert the spike back into the cups, align up the string in the hole, and just pressure it back on. You really want to put this part on nice and tight so it doesn't come off while you're playing, but if it does, it's okay, you can always just push it back on. Let's take a look now at how to actually hold the Kendama. For Ken grip, put your thumb and index finger right up against the cups, and I use my other three fingers as a support. So you can hold it for small cup, bottom cup, and big cup. You can also hold it like this, which is called Sara grip. Again, thumb and index finger right up against the serrato, and if you want to use your other fingers for support, you can. It's kind of like drawing with a pencil. This is the traditional Japanese grip. So there you go, enjoy. When you're done playing Kendama, you might want to store it back onto the spike. Turn the string away from you and wrap above the cups and around, going in this motion. And voila, it'll fit perfectly, unless you change the string length yourself. Now to actually measure the string length, put your fingers in and pull them down, and you count how many fingers there are between the bottom of the string and the bottom cup. Here there's about 8, maybe 9 fingers distance. If you wanted to change this distance, all you'd have to do is push the string through the ball, the tama, let the ball bearing drop down, and find a point where you think you'd want to do a new knot. I'll show you in a more in-depth way how to do this knot in a moment. But it's basically a looped overhand knot, so that it's easy to undo later, but it's very sturdy for playing. Check the string length again, put the ball on the spike, put your 4 fingers into the string, and look at that, now we're about 5 fingers. This is a great amount to start with if you're not doing any crazy tricks. The longer string helps. Just cut it here at that tail, and you're ready to go again. Easy as that. And yeah, the loop just comes undone like that. So to do a loop knot like that, twist the string over itself once, put 2 fingers through, and pinch the tail through that loop that you've created, and tighten the bottom string. Once tight, make this loop smaller by pulling the tail through, and you want to make this as small as possible. It won't work very well if you have it big. And then yeah, you can cut it from there. Easy as that. And if you don't like it, you can just pull it. Wow, so good. This is my favorite knot for the tama. But I like to play around 8 or 9 finger string length for the tricks that I do. Over time, the cups may get loose on the spike. If this happens, what you can do is you can just push them back down, but if you want to get a really tight fit, push the ball and the bottom cups together, and for an even tighter fit, put both hands on the ball and use your weight. You'll hear this loud click, and it'll be locked in for a while longer. Good to go again. Here's a great example of a well-played kendama. As you can see, the color changes over time. It's got lots of bangs from when I've played over concrete. The paint is chipped, and the bevel is broken in. This is a good thing. The more the bevel breaks in, the grippier it gets. Over time, you might notice that your spike wears down. This can be good for a certain type of trick called borders balance, where you balance the spike on the ball in this way. That's quite advanced. While learning to do spike tricks, it's good to use sandpaper to keep your spike sharp. I like to just go back and forth and rotate the can in my hand to keep it nice and round until I find a spikiness that I'm happy with. That's pretty good. Yep, and I'm ready to play again. Having a sharper spike will make spiking the tama a lot easier. Now let's go outside. I've got a few more things that I'm keen to show you guys. Alright, here I am, carrying my kendama around my neck. This is the best way to carry your kendama when you're going around the streets, because you can just take it off, lace a banger, and put it back on your neck again and keep walking. This is my favorite way to carry kendama, and it's a great conversation starter. Alright guys, first things first, for safe play, you might want to swing the ball. Whoa, but don't do that, because you could hit yourself in the face. I like to encourage straight vertical pulls. This is the best and safest way to start, and later down the line you can swing the ball, once you've got some control. When you're learning your tricks, it's important to go slow. So when you miss, don't just bounce it back up, stop and control the ball and try again. If you fall, it drops, use your other hand to stop the ball and start again. You don't want to bounce it crazily. This will reduce any risk of it hitting you in the head and bouncing wild or even crashing into another object. Catching the ball on the cup, you want to focus on catching it at the peak of the ball's arc, right at the top, at the 0 point, and catch it. And use your knees. Knees are the cheat codes in kendama. So right at the top, catching it and bending your knees. That'll make catching it on the cup so much easier. Once you've landed the big cup, you can try the little cup. Make sure the fingers are above the serrato in this position, and same concept, right at the peak of the arc and bend those knees. You can try go back to the big cup and create combos. Next for the bottom cup. This is a bit trickier. You need to extend your arm out, and I like to use my assisting fingers to sort of push the ken outwards. This will make it easier to land flat. And once you land it, try link up the other cups that you've been practicing and make a nice combo. Booyah. That's what kendama is all about. This is also Sara grip. A little example for the different cups. Small cup, top cup. So there's a big cup, small cup, and also known as top cup when you're using Sara grip. Try it for yourself. This is the beginner spike. Spin the ball. If it's wobbling, pinch the string, bring the ken back to your belly button height, and yank it up for a spike. Nice work. Now I'm going to show you a few things to focus on at the start. Of course, at the start, you got big cup. Hone that one in. Once you can get big cup, try for small cup. If you land small cup, try put them into a combo. Big cup to small cup, or the other way around. Once you get the bottom cup, again, there's a plethora of different combos that you can make with just these 3 cups. Small, bottom. You could do big, bottom, nice. And now all 3. Big, small, and bottom. Nice. It's always good to go for a spike. Once you start landing the spike from the cups, you can create even more combos. It's awesome. It just keeps on unfolding. You learn a new trick and you integrate it into combos. And for the last part of this video, here's me trying to land a hard combo of tricks that I've been working on lately. You see every time I repeat from a still position, take a breath in between goes. Now don't let failing upset me. I use it as an opportunity to learn from my last move. Where did I go wrong? How can I learn from my last attempt? A saying that I love is, the master is the one who's failed every single possible way. So I hope you enjoy Kendama.